Preparing to write your will might feel overwhelming, but with a little guidance, it's not as complicated as you might think. In this video, we'll walk you through a checklist to help you get organised with the key things you need to get started. Hi folks, and welcome back to Everything Estate Planning, where we aim to break down topics into simple, practical steps to help you plan for the future. I'm Jim from Elm Legal Services, and today we're talking about an important step in your estate planning journey: what to prepare before writing your will. Taking time to prepare makes the process smoother, reduces errors or disputes, and ensures your will reflects your wishes. It also saves time, money, stress, giving you peace of mind that your loved ones will be taken care of. So, without further delay, let's get into what you need to prepare before writing your will. First of all, gather a list of your assets. Before writing your will, it's important to clearly understand all the assets you own to ensure they are accounted for and distributed as you intend. Begin by considering any property you own, such as your home, rental properties, or land. Take stock of your bank accounts, including savings, current, and those other financial accounts less actively used. Review your investments, such as stocks, bonds, ISAs, or similar assets, to ensure they are properly accounted for. Also, include valuable items like jewellery, cars, artwork, or collectibles, as these can hold both financial and sentimental value. Finally, ensure pensions and life insurance policies are reviewed and accounted for, especially if they nominate beneficiaries. We've released a video actually on beneficiary designations with some helpful tips. There is a link in the description below if you're interested. Next, decide who will benefit. Once you've compiled a list of your assets, take some time to think about who you would like to benefit from your estate. Now, this might include family members, such as your spouse, children, grandchildren, or other relatives you wish to provide for. It could also include close friends who have been an important part of your life and deserve recognition. You might also want to support charities that align with causes close to your heart, leaving a lasting legacy. Be clear about who gets what. For example, you might leave a family heirloom to a specific person or split your savings equally among your kids. This avoids confusion and makes sure your wishes are followed. However, be careful not to be too specific about certain items. For example, if you leave someone your red Ford Fiesta, but you sell it and get a blue Ford Fiesta before you pass away, they may not get anything. Instead, you could say, they should receive the car I own at the time of my passing or its equal value. This way, your instructions can still be followed, even if things change. Now that you've decided who will benefit from your estate, you should consider a backup plan in the form of a disaster clause. Now, a disaster clause is an important part of your will. It ensures your estate is distributed according to your wishes, even if your main beneficiaries are unable to inherit. For example, if an unexpected event causes all of your primary beneficiaries to predecease you, the clause would direct your estate to alternative beneficiaries such as extended family, close friends, or a charity. Now, without a disaster clause, your estate would follow intestacy rules, which might result in your assets going to distant relatives you didn't intend to benefit, or even to the Crown. Next, you're going to need to choose your executors. These are the people responsible for ensuring your wishes are carried out, and choosing them is a crucial decision. Executors handle important tasks such as applying for probate, if it's necessary, settling outstanding debts, managing and paying any taxes due, and ensuring assets are distributed correctly. It's important to choose someone you trust, whether it's a family member or a friend or a professional like a solicitor or estate planner. Make sure to discuss your choice with that individual beforehand to confirm they are willing and able to take on this important role. For more information, you may like to check out our dedicated video on probate, which gives further insight to the role of an executor. And yes, the link is in the description below. Next, a vital aspect of your planning if you have children under 18 is guardianship. Naming guardians in your will is one of the most important decisions you can make. Guardians would be responsible for raising your children if you and the other parent are no longer around. When choosing a guardian, consider their values and their lifestyle. Do they align with how you'd want your children to be raised? Consider practicalities. Are they in a position to take on the responsibility, both financially and emotionally? Location is also very important. Would your children need to move schools or adjust to a completely new environment? It's essential to discuss your decision with your chosen guardians to make sure they're willing and prepared to take on this vital role. Next, think about your funeral wishes. Your will can also include instructions for your funeral to give your loved ones guidance during a very difficult time. You might want to specify your preference for the type of service, such as whether you want to be buried or cremated. You could also include details about the ceremony itself, such as the music, readings, or traditions. Additionally, you may have special requests, such as asking for donations to a charity instead of flowers. Writing these preferences down helps reduce the emotional burden on your family and ensures they can honour your wishes with confidence. Next, consider taxes beyond inheritance tax. Taxes can have a significant impact on your estate. While inheritance tax is the most commonly discussed, there are others to consider. For example, capital gains tax may apply if assets like property or shares increase in value and are sold during the administration of the estate. Income tax can also come into play if your estate generates income such as rental income or dividends during the probate period. Additionally, if you own a business, it's worth exploring business tax reliefs, which can reduce the taxable value of your estate under certain conditions. To reduce the tax burden on your beneficiaries, it's absolutely a good idea to seek professional advice. An expert can help you take advantage of exemptions and allowances and other planning strategies to ensure your estate is handled as efficiently as possible. Next, consider hiring a professional to write your will. While writing it yourself might seem simple, mistakes can easily make it invalid. A solicitor or estate planner ensures your will meets all legal requirements, avoiding technical issues that could lead to disputes. They can also address more complex situations such as blended families, business ownership, or overseas property. Additionally, they make sure your wishes are accurately reflected, drafting your will in a way that is clear and legally enforceable. This investment helps protect your loved ones from unnecessary stress, delays, and legal costs in the future. Finally, consider how you will keep your will safe and updated. After writing your will, you'll need to store it securely in a location accessible to your executors. You could keep it with the professional who prepared it, as many solicitors and estate planners offer secure storage, or in a fireproof and waterproof home safe, ensuring your executors know how to access it. Avoid hard to access locations like bank safety deposit boxes, which may delay retrieval. Also, plan to regularly review your will, especially after major life events like marriage, divorce, or the birth of a child. This will keep it accurate and legally valid. Writing your will doesn't have to be overwhelming if you prepare properly. By taking these steps, you can ensure your loved ones are cared for and your wishes are respected. If you've got any questions about estate planning, Elm Legal Services is here to help. We offer professional probate and estate planning services tailored to your specific needs. Feel free to reach out to us for guidance or visit our website for more information and resources. Thank you for taking the time to join us today. If you have any questions, comments, or ideas, feel free to share them below. We absolutely love hearing from you, and your feedback helps us provide more useful content for everyone. If you found the video helpful, please give that like button a friendly handshake, subscribe and tap the notification bell so you'll always be updated when we release new videos. Remember, a little planning today can make a big difference for tomorrow. Until next time then, stay safe, stay informed and stay tuned.